No matter what country you live in, your culture or origins, when you bring together passionate young women and men, they accomplish remarkable things. This is especially true in conflict and war zones. One would think that, in such places, it might be incredibly hard for people, let alone young women and men, to gather and take action for good. Yet we at WPDI have come to see that this can be done and that this leads to remarkable things indeed.
During the time of war, when the rebel came, they were like, they want to show an example to the people. Then they picked my auntie, and then they started to get a knife, cut her, and they were piercing her on the head everywhere until they took her life. I felt completely hopeless, and it was really the worst moment of my life. At first, I looked at WPDI when I was passing by, so I took the initiative to go and see what is really there. And I was amazed. So I enrolled as a youth peacemaker. That is when someone started to encourage me, and I started to develop some hope that things will improve.
One would also think that, in such places, young people can be only victims or perpetrators of violence. Yet we at WPDI have come to see that dedicated young women and men can become the most committed partners in the promotion of peace and dialogue.
I want to be a leader who hears the voice of his people. I want to be a solution to my people, not a problem to my people.
Our mission is to equip such dedicated young people to give them the tools that will make them effective peacemakers and entrepreneurs. We do this in northern Uganda, where former child soldiers are still suffering from the consequences of a conflict 15 years ago. We do this in South Sudan, a young country maimed by civil war. We do this in Mexico, an industrialized country where gang violence is just another form of war. We do it in the United States, a rich country that knows no shortage of violence in some of its neighborhoods. We trust them with knowledge and resources so they can help their community on its path back to lasting peace and sustainability.
Here at the salon, I'm working as a manager. According to the skills, what they taught us during that workshop, that's where I picked this idea from. I came up with the salon project. I went for the course in cosmetology. It's because of WPDI. I was home, seated, doing nothing. But after WPDI has facilitated me that I should look for the future. Then that's when I came up with this idea. In the morning, I come here, I work on clients, they give us money, then things move on. WPDI hasn't helped me as me alone, it has also helped the community because it is the beginning.
The challenge of peace is immense, but so is the ambition of WPDI. Since 2012, we have worked in many ways to nurture seeds of hope where peace has become like a distant dream. We have nurtured such seeds through the community learning centers we have established in 5 different countries to facilitate access to knowledge, information, and communication.
Ericsson's role in the project has been a couple of different things. We've provided all the devices, laptops, tablets, and so on, so that the youth have the tools they need and help empower people to realize their full potential. And it's just a really amazing project.
By the time I came to know about this learning center, I was nothing. I lost my education. My parents could not pay my fees, so I stayed home for 5 years. And my life was really so bad. I even tried to commit suicide, but God helped me until I connected with a friend. She told me there's a certain institution, it's helping out people who cannot afford to go to school. So I think you can go and get ICT training from there. I never took this opportunity for granted. I put all my heart because I knew my children, out of this training, after I get out, I'll get a job and I'll be able to take care of them. I got my certificate, and after I went out, God was so merciful to me and so graceful to me. I happened to get a job.
We have nurtured such seeds through programs that build on sports and peace to disseminate a culture of peace and nonviolence in the minds of children, youth, and community members.
Two years ago, I met Forrest on the World Humanitarian Summit, and just we were talking, and he told about his vision, giving peace via education, teaching the former warriors to peacekeepers. I was amazed by the idea. I said, okay, I am in.
نقدر reconcile groups على مشاكل ده. طبعا نجينا هنا عشان برنامج السلام.
إنا دارو كده إنا ما إنا زي شباب دين أنا ذات واحد منهم.
Little moves, big consequences. When peace is achieved, it often looks like a grand tapestry woven by the forces of history. But in truth, peace begins with individual threads. Each of us, any human being, can be such an individual thread if we feel empowered and trusted.
Since we started the program, I've been able to train around 125 youths on peace building program.
I live in Tijuana, and I heard about this project like Peace in Tijuana, recovering your city. And it was like, oh, this is awesome. I want to be there. Start building yourself, rebuild everything. We can do that. There's no impossibles.
They have given me a goal that I'd never thought of, but it will now become part of my life.
This is to say that peace initiatives are necessary in many places around the world. WPDI has made it its mission to bring peace in those places.
Dia hajar nagi struggle fogo, asan nagi ayin bright future, dia harus kira nagi jajam butina bada.